I'm a naughty little boy who did you dirty. For about a month now, I've left you all on a cliffhanger that would rival Breaking Bad before the season finale. And I know it's caused some sleepless nights for some of you just scratching at your neck begging for closure. I'm talking about the Euphoria video I posted a month ago. I said that I'd never seen a single episode, so never understood the hype, but I was determined to binge all of the episodes up until the season 2 finale that was about to air 14 hours later. I didn't know how many episodes were in total for Euphoria. I didn't know I'd have to use like the hyperbolic time chamber to buy myself some extra minutes to finish a few episodes, but I was determined to watch the entire show and then the season finale the second that it aired, so that way I could feel included at the cool kids lunch table with everyone talking about it online. And I never followed up with this video on whether or not I succeeded. I've talked about it on stream, but I figured I owe it to you all to at least come forward, drop my pants, and show you the truth. I didn't watch every Euphoria episode. I didn't. I wasn't able to. The time from me posting that video to the time season 2 finales aired was cutthroat. I didn't have near enough hours in the day to pull that shit off, and I didn't have the Doctor Strange time stone in order to like alter reality to make it work for me. So I did the next best thing. I watched enough Euphoria to know that I fucking don't like it. I can't stand it. It was not for me. Euphoria, more like Euboria, am I right? Goddamn. I gave it a valiant effort. I was a real fucking champion for soldiering through as many episodes as I did, and I did actually watch the season 2 finale the second that it aired, so I completed half of my challenge. And goddamn, I did not like that at all. I thought it was fucking silly, like beyond silly. There was a scene where a guy did like a 5-minute song to Zendaya. Just sat there doing like an actual full song. That shit went longer than Freebird, it felt like. The entire song, it had like 6 choruses to it. It was uncomfortable. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I didn't like anything about the season 2 finale, and overall, I just didn't like the show. And that's fine. I'm not going to like every show that people like, and people aren't going to like every show that I like. It's natural. It's normal. But I gave it an attempt. I said I was going to do it, and I didn't. But I did try. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to do your best. And Euphoria just wasn't for me. So I just wanted to follow up and let you all know that I did try, and it's just not a show that I enjoyed very much. And this brings me to the next thing I want to talk about. On stream the other night, there was a time where I stood up to go to the bathroom, and I didn't mute my mic. And the bathroom's kind of close to this room here, so I was taking a pee-pee, and I was pressure washing. I was urinating hard as shit. It was like a fire hose went off. And when I came back, that's when I learned the mic was still on and they could hear me pissing. And oh my god, my cheeks were red. I was blushing. I was like an anime character when a girl shows interest. My nose started bleeding. Like, it was so embarrassing. And then one guy in the chat said, "Damn, son, are you frying chicken in there?" And my god, it was the best thing I'd ever read in Twitch chat. I've never heard that expression before when you hear someone peeing to compare it to frying chicken. It's genius. It's absolutely genius. I like to imagine he thought of that in that moment, and it's not something anyone else has ever heard either, because that shit had me giggling. That shit had me absolutely cackling. Because, of course, I'll explain it. In case you've never fried chicken, it makes bubbly noises, and it does sound like piss. It really does. Kind of like the Scooby-Doo sound effect when they're running, how it sounds like urination. Frying chicken sounds like that, too, and I was like, wow, that was so good. And then that reminded me of James Corden. And it reminded me of something I've never talked about publicly in regards to James Corden. All of you know I'm not a fan of him. I wouldn't say that I like him at all. There's nothing he's ever done that's made me even remotely entertained. It just makes me upset and sad. James Corden is like if Pandora's box was open and all of the plagues and all of the evil that was released at once combined into one being, one sentient being, and became a late night host. I just don't like him. Everything he's ever done is not entertaining to me, and I don't like his attitude. So I'm not a James Corden fan, all of you know this. But what very few of you know is that James Corden is not a fan of me. So I actually made a video about James Corden highlighting his worst moments and putting them on a tier list, and he took that video down. Now when I say he took it down, obviously I know it's his team, but it was a video that lived for about 15 minutes before being manually taken down by the James Corden squad. His crew of sycophants that continue to just tell him that, yes, James, you're doing great. Good work, James. They took down the video because obviously it didn't make James Corden look that great. And it was a video I spent a lot of time on. I subjected myself to actual torture watching so many James Corden clips. And it wasn't just me, I did it with Matt. I actually subjected one of my closest friends to one of the worst things this world has to offer, which is James Corden's comedy. And after all of that effort, not only making it, but editing it, Jackson had to watch it too. To have it taken down like that is just unjust, and it's just sickening, honestly. So yes, that made me dislike James Corden even more, because he took down that video. And he should have taken it in good spirits, like maybe even view it as constructive, like, damn, I suck. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because I don't think I ever publicly talked about it when it happened, even though it made me very upset for obvious reason. But anyway, this is just a quick little video that I wanted to make as a follow-up to a couple of things, the euphoria thing as well as James Corden, to finally get that out there. And that's really about it. So yeah.